Hi. This is going to be a ranty, gripey, salty video about a problem that I have with the world of Amtgard, especially in this video with the world of ANS in Amtgard. My name is Julian. No, you don't know who I am. Nobody does. I've been in Amtgard for 13 years and I'm also an artist. If you are here to be insulted or to take this as anything but a rant video to be enjoyed as such, well, I can't stop you, but it's not really gonna help you at all. If you think that I am talking about you in any of these videos, check your ego, mate. I'm probably not. My cat Nigel is here. He's black, like my soul. I've got my notes here, and today we are here to rant about writing in Amtgard ANS and why I'm pissed off about it. Perhaps a little history. I'm a writer. And I've been writing pretty much my entire life, and I write every day, so one might say that I have some experience going into this subject. I remember the days when I was a wee, young Amtgarder, and the first time I saw that Amtgard was a place where I could enter my art into competitions. I come from a history of 4-H, and I was used to doing the fair, so when I became an adult, I didn't really have any place to show off my art. So you can imagine that I was very excited to find out that Amtgard would be a place where I could do that. Only to have my tiny heart broken when I discovered that my art is apparently the wrong kind. Initially, when you start Amtgard, you always get excited when you find out about knighthood and you think about what path to knighthood you would like to take. And naturally, I thought to myself, wouldn't it be amazing if I could get knighted for my writing? That would be so good. I could be knighted for the thing that makes up the core of my being, the thing at which I am the most talented. And then reality was like, ha! You're funny, nobody likes writing. Now, I'm specifically talking about fiction writing. While I also do write non-fiction things, I am primarily a fiction writer, including fantasy, which is where Amtgard lives. But I have had some people make the argument that because writing is not as important to the world of Amtgard, that it shouldn't be judged as highly. Maybe, if that's your argument, that's fine. I disagree. Obviously. Writing as a whole can help broaden our world of Amtgard, can help create a place that isn't just on the field, but is also a place where you can read stories of people's adventures when you're not out there having adventures, or you can write the stories of your own characters' adventures. But okay, let's just continue this video assuming that you care as much about writing as I do, even though I kind of don't think that's possible. Here's a really big thing that bothers me about written entries in Amtgard. Writing can sometimes be undervalued because it isn't flashy, it isn't showy. You can look at a beautiful piece of garb and it's right there, you're feasting your eyes on it. When you're reading a written entry, it requires you to use your imagination, and hopefully the words of the author will be able to transport you to somewhere beautiful. It takes an extra step, and a lot of times people don't want to take that extra step. I mean, there's a reason that written entries are sent in beforehand. It's so the judges can hopefully read them at home where it's quiet, which will allow them to better imagine the world that you, the writer, are creating for them. Jane is here now. This is Jane, the hero of Canton. So because written entries are less flashy, less visual, and less tactile, I feel like they're scored lower because of that. A common misconception that I find many people have in the world is that many people believe that writing is easy, that anyone could do it. Why should it be scored highly? I could have written that. You know what? You know what? You know what? This is a rant. We're gonna get angry here. No, you fucking could not have. Yeah, we're going there. Writing is a skill. Writing takes a lot of practice. If you haven't tried writing fiction before, or if you've only dabbled in it, I'm sorry. That would be like me claiming that because I've sewn a few times, I can just go and make a perfect tunic. I know that's not true, but there is a common misconception in the world that anyone can write. Because of this, a lot of people devalue writing in Amtgard because they think it is like the easiest thing to do. Trust me, it's not. Especially considering the strict word limits you're given in Amtgard, which is something else I have a problem with. Because you are forced to only write short stories, anyone who is better at longer stories never gets a chance to shine. Yes, perhaps you do have to get better at writing short stories, and I'm decent at both, But it is frustrating. So let me tell you a dream here. Once I realized that nobody values writing in Amtgard, was to have a book professionally published, which will happen someday in the future, take that to an A&S event, plop it down in front of the judges and be like, am I good enough for you now? But I can't even do that! My salty, spiteful dream cannot come true because it would be too long! Ah! Now let's talk about another thing. The judges. The judges. Okay. I understand that this is the world of Amtgard. It's pretty much impossible to get judges who are good at judging everything. But when I look at my score sheet and a judge says, on my score sheet, I don't like to read, why the fuck are they judging my writing? See, okay, here, I don't know how to sew. I have no interest in learning how to sew. Facts about me. I've also been a regent several times on a local level. If I'm going to be judging, I know I'm going to be judging garb, which is going to happen. I bring in other people who know about garb so I can ask them, is this good? What even am I looking at? Because I do not feel comfortable judging garb because I don't know how to do it. So why are people who don't even like to read judging my writing? Now I know I am not alone. There are other writers in Amtgard. I've talked to some other people, and most of them either are kind of hobbyists, and so they've got other A&S things that they really want to push strongly, or the ones who are more serious about writing have become completely jaded, and when I tell them my frustrations, they're like, yeah, that's just how the world of Amtgard is, get over it. I refuse to get over it, as is evidenced by this salty-ass video. I beg you, writers of Amtgard, do not become jaded. Continue entering those written entries and demand that you have judges who at least like to read. Ask your regents if there's any way that you could enter something longer than the word limit. We all need to stand up for our writing and keep trying until it gets recognized, damn it. Alright, this was the first of probably a series of angry, ranty videos that I'm going to be doing about problems that I have with Amtgard. If you're interested in what else I do on my channel, I do talk about writing and bookish things, and I post those videos Mondays and Fridays consistently. I also have some other Amtgard content that is far less ranty, links down below. And if you have any thoughts about what I said here today, feel free to comment below. I encourage you not to turn my comment section into a dumpster fire, but if you've really got to, I'm probably not going to respond to it, so, you know, have fun. See you later. Bye.